back. I just saw that he is in the comments. He is back from his summer activities up in Alaska. You were missed. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a frequent contributor to the community. Well, folks, it happened. I am wearing my swing and a miss shirt. What happened? Over the weekend, we talked about the economic news of the week with a specific highlight on Wednesday, which was pending home sales. I indicated that the experts were misguided, or at least that was my opinion. They were misguided in their expectations that pending home sales would go up. Let's remind you what happened. They were down roughly 2% last month. The estimate was for them to be up 1.5%, at which I laughed. I think I was very over the top in thinking that we would be go down -2%, -3%. Well, in reality, I was wrong. Not only was I wrong, but the experts were wrong. Pending home sales went up 4.8% month on month. Now, year on year, they are down. They are down 7.8% year on year. But yes, folks, pending home sales were up 4.8%. Now, why is that? Well, rates are down. Certainly, we've seen more inventory, so there is more options. But we're going to see how many of these actually close. Just because they go pending does not mean they close. I believe last month, Redfin said we saw roughly a 20% cancellation rate. So again, we will get to the other side of this. But yes, folks, I was wrong. Unlike a lot of people, I like to own my mistakes, and we're wearing the swing and a miss t-shirt for a reason. Let's get into something that Ivy Zelman is warning that affordability in the housing market is not going to get better quickly. Ivy Zelman has gone out and said that she expects mortgage rates to only fall 50 basis points in the next 2 years. I think that's interesting. If you don't know who Ivy Zelman is, she is generally seen as someone who's bearish on housing. When I step back and think about a 50 basis point drop in mortgage rates, so we're roughly 6.8. So she's saying we're going to have a 6 handle in 2 years. So think about summer of 2026. I find that interesting because, again, most experts are thinking that the Fed will start a cutting cycle soon, whether it's September or November, a cutting cycle soon, and then they will start cutting more. So there's a lot of talk about rate cuts possibly being 150 basis points or 6 cuts, some even going as far as talking about 200 basis points. So again, I don't see it. I think there's a very good chance that once the cutting cycle starts, that we could see at least 100 basis points and probably more. Again, I think the Fed wants to get the R star or their terminal rate to something in the 3s. I don't know how we stay in the 6s for that long. So some of you somebody just asked about Sonny. He's actually right over here. 1 second. Hey, buddy. Come on. Oh. This little guy is always with me in the morning. He's got a little dog bed right there, so he spends the morning with me. So again, Ivy Zelman, mortgage rates staying in the 6s. Those of you who are in the school community, I've got good news for you. We made a quick change. Adrian Hernandez and I could not get connected today at 9. So good news. I reached out to the boys, Matt, the Lumberjack landlord, and Dion from Dion Talk, and said, hey guys, let's do another school session with the 3 of us. So in about 25 minutes, you will get a live session with Dion, Matt, and I. Bring your questions, ask your questions. We will be there for you. We'll try to get Adrian scheduled for next week. So again, if you are part of the school community, realize you have another chance to talk to the 3 of us as we get ready to close out July. July is over. We've got 5 months left in the year. I think we are in a buyer's market, so time to get creative. Ask your creative seller, creative offers, talk about self-management. Whatever is important to you, all three of us will be there for you shortly. We got some interesting earnings out to talk about. Microsoft, they did beat top line and bottom line. However, they had disappointing cloud revenue. They did talk about giving their employees a one-time bonus of up to 25% of their annual bonus. So again, Microsoft is sending some cash to their employees. Starbucks, woof, met bottom line, missed top line, 5% decline in transactions. It is pretty clear that people are turning away from McDonald's and Starbucks. China's same-store sales down 14%. Again, the Chinese market has really been a drag on Starbucks for seemingly years now. We did get some other new earnings. Stanley Black & Decker actually beat top line, beat bottom line, and raised guidance. That's interesting, right? If you don't know who they are, they basically make tools used in the construction industry. So if Black & Decker is beating expectations and raising guidance, is that a sign maybe that we've hit the bottom in construction? I don't know. We got AMD. AMD beat top line, bottom line, said data center categories up 115%. You can thank AI for that. Norwegian Cruise Line. This is the one that I was looking at from over the weekend. Record Q2 earnings, beat top line, beat bottom line, raised guidance for the third time. Think about that. They've raised guidance for the third time this year. Strong booking demand. So not only current travel, but also strong bookings. Norwegian Cruise Line. Yes, we are still traveling. And again, we've heard about a lot of people traveling on credit, right? Charging up their credit cards. Don't do that. Don't do that. That makes a trip very expensive when you're paying 20% interest. MasterCard beat top line, bottom line. Continued healthy consumer spending. Again, MasterCard. Wingstop beat top line, bottom line. Same-store sales up 28%. Yes, Wingstop same-store sales up 28%. McDonald's down, Starbucks down. Apparently, we like our chicken wings, not so much our Starbucks or McDonald's. Pinterest lowered guidance. It's interesting because if you go back and remember what Alphabet/Google talked about, Google's weakness really was YouTube, right? AdSense or advertising. So now we have Pinterest also lowering guidance. What does that mean? Does that mean ads are going elsewhere like TikTok or Facebook? Or is it a sign that advertisers are simply pulling back? It will be interesting. I think Meta or Facebook comes out today, so we'll see what their earnings look like. We did get private payroll today. The ADP report, the second of three jobs numbers. It increased by 122,000 jobs. Estimate was for 150, and last month was 155. So definitely a cooling jobs market. However, still growth. Wage increases were up 4.8% for those folks that stayed in their jobs. Where are the jobs? The trades, plus 61,000, and construction, plus 39,000. Where are people losing jobs? Business services, down 37K. Information technology, down 18K. And manufacturing, down 4,000. Looks like Delta CEO has finally put a number on what the CrowdStrike / Microsoft kerfuffle caused the company. He estimates that the airline lost $500 million. $500 million. You can expect Delta to go after CrowdStrike and Microsoft for those damages. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. But yes, it'll also be interesting to see if anybody else joins the bandwagon and also sues CrowdStrike and Microsoft for the damages. So today is Fed Day. Again, I think generally speaking, we all agree that there is no rate cut coming. Although I'm still seeing lots of people post about why wait, do it now. I think this meeting is all about setting up September. Will he set up September clearly and be dovish? Will he give the market what they want? Have you seen the 10-year note? 10-year note's down again. There's a general expectation that the Fed will be cutting it September. Or will he be more hawkish and basically say data dependent, got to look at more data? You know the story. The market is expecting 3 rate cuts this year. Yes, 3 rate cuts. That would be, what would that be? That would be September, November, and December. I don't know. 3 rate cuts seem like a lot. But again, we're going to find out about September, and it's going to be market moving. I think 11:30 Pacific, 2:30 Eastern. It will be market moving. We will certainly talk about that tomorrow. And then lastly, folks, on Wednesdays, we get mortgage applications. Mortgage applications down 3.9%. This is something we look at weekly. I do find this interesting. Mortgage apps were down 2% last week. Now they're down 4%. Yet, pending home sales were up. Does that tie? Does that make sense? Pending home sales were up 4.8%. So at the end of the day, I'm just a little salty because I got it so wrong. I got to wear this swing and a miss t-shirt for you. Folks, if you like this content, we do it live 5 days a week. Hit the like button, like, subscribe, comment, become part of the One Rental at a Time family. And for those that are in school, we will be going live with Dion and Matt shortly. I hope you enjoy that conversation. Bring your questions. We love to hear your questions. We love to see what's going on in the community. Alrighty, folks, for me and this little guy who was literally just sleeping on my arm, Sonny, we wish you the happiest of days. Take care. Bye. You're good, buddy. Yeah.